Everybody, welcome back. Lmacncheese, and today or tonight we have the next Soulframe Dev stream #2, and I can't wait for this. I just seen the dev stream for Warframe talk about the infested liches, and I'm just like, and then he talked about I forgot the guy's name who just passed away, but how much art he contributed into stuff like this. I'm really glad that that guy. I'm sorry if I remember his name, but how much I know his work. So I'm playing the game for him almost like half of my life, and I hope some of that he talked about how their team. I'm getting off tangent, but how he kind of like inspired all these teams to make all these weird, crazy, warframey ideas at the company. I'm like, and I see it. I'm really hoping in this Soul stream that they kind of like show us more. Like just the process and how things are coming along. So, as we do in these videos, we just watch it. I don't think I might trim some of the video. I don't know the important parts and whatnot, but a lot of the stuff is new and a lot of it's important. And I will be pausing here and there to kind of discuss things. I played a little bit of the prelude, and I played a lot of Warframe, so I know a lot of the jargon and stuff that goes behind stuff, and I generally just react to stuff. So, I'm getting the video. If you be kind, drop a like, and let's get into the video.
We're not giving a release date, but we've been watching chat. Watching chat. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm Megan Everett, and welcome to the show.
Come on, come on.
How was Japan, Steve?
Oh, I forgot Megan's actually here.
I'm Steve. I didn't get to go to Japan. I wasn't invited.
I like Jujutsu Kaisen, so I went to Japan.
Though.
Well, I do now, I guess.
He got a recommendation from Sheldon
Late to
and
the party.
Rebecca and Megan.
Yep.
And
Sheldon was the one who sold us on it.
Yep.
That is literally the most insulting thing you could ever say. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to Soulframe Dev Stream 2.
Yes, Sarah and Joey are syncing right now because we're gonna.
Oh, we're good. Yep, it's in.
We're gonna show progress on the game, and progress on the game includes a change that just went in.
Yeah, something.
Doing it live.
So things might crash, and this could be pure chaos.
No, it's gonna be great. So yeah, they're gonna get gameplay hooked up on the dev build, and we're gonna show you some preludes, what you guys have been up to for a hot minute, and some fun stuff that's coming up in Soulframe Preludes. But first of all, we'll do some introductions. Sarah's gonna come in hot real quick. We'll start on that end.
She's not like Halloween costume as a.
No.
Someone said she got absorbed, so.
Okay,
She did get absorbed. Let's start with you on that
I'm
end.
Scott.
What do you do, Scott?
I'm designer.
Oh my God, amazing. Who are you?
I'm Steve. I work on Soulframe and Warframe, and I go to Japan, and I go to all the places where Jujutsu Kaisen happens.
Could you even name a place?
Steve's probably my favorite character on the teams.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Anyways, I'm Megan Everett. I'm your community director on all things here at DE. Jeffrey?
I'm Jeff Rogers. I'm already getting made fun of
Roger.
for wearing a cardigan. And
It's a new title now. Jeff's here. And Sarah's...
The joke right there, because I think he wore this last time. And I do the same thing where I'm like, when I stream, I'm like, I make sure my shirt is different. So people coming in here be like, didn't you wear that like last time? I'm just like, I might have done that yet, but I don't do it because of something like that.
Sarah's thinking.
Wait, just do it. You have your mic on, don't you?
Oh, can they hear me? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm Sarah, and I'm looks for Halloween. And
I think Sarah's the girl that's usually with the dev shorts, right?
She might have made some
like it.
serious mistakes.
Nah.
I didn't realize that.
Sarah's going to be doing live gameplay for the entire stream. Her and Joey are going to be multiplayer some Soulframe today.
Yeah, we got the
She's
Soulframe.
gonna be like a little butterfly that comes over and lands,
Literally.
and then turns back.
Sarah,
into
what's the crew's name? That's like.
And new
we're
profit
the
back too.
Soulframe Slayers. That is trademarked. Joey is
What?
enthusiastically
trademarked?
nodding his
I
head
see, I
yes.
see.
It is trademarked. She'll be joining us eventually on the couch once they sync up the gameplay. But let's get into some housekeeping. We did see some comments in the stream. Perhaps you're not in Soulframe Preludes, which is
I am. I got it a couple weeks ago. Thank you.
How many frees?
Yep.
I believe there's 4. I want to say there's 4 or 5.
Yeah, at least 4.
At least 4.
Enough for us to be forgiven for our thrashing.
Our sins. No,
Yes,
no.
yes.
But on this stream, we don't have Twitch drops here on the Soulframe Dev stream.
Not
but
yet.
We are going to give away some Soulframe Preludes keys. So maybe Rue, I know you're not busy at all. You could kick off.
We'll
our
probably
first
skip
Twitch
some of
giveaway.
these, the little sections.
Rue is cooking behind. A Soulframe Preludes.
Able to do exclamation
Classic.
points that did
Wow.
not work at all.
Wow.
I
We
saw
have
it a
slow
couple
mode on?
times. Yes, can you add a slow mode?
We
Rue's
might
on
have
it.
to slow mode this.
Rue's
Slow
on
mode,
it.
a slow mode.
please?
Don't worry, Rue's on it.
Thank you. Welcome to the first Soulframe stream on our official.
She's so
Soulframe Twitch
dainty.
channel.
She
True.
could she would break if you touched her.
Hopefully
Post TennoCon.
the second of many to come.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's the end of the year,
Yes.
but we
Oh, yes.
we'll have more to come for
Scott
sure.
was looking at the old Warframe dev
yeah.
streams, those first ones.
He's back on the other
Oh,
side.
So
back
it's
on
so
the other
pretty.
side.
Hands
In the
across.
kitchen,
Yeah,
in
with
the
everyone in the
kitchen.
background.
Yep,
getting
I had my
skinny.
long rocker hair. I didn't. And one of the things that we did back then, if you remember, Jeff, is someone would play the game in the background the whole time.
Yeah.
And just, we didn't really know how to explain what the game was, and so we would get Ben to just play
just
the
play.
whole time. And so
Yeah.
Sarah is going to do that, and Joey also is going to join
Join
our
our co-op.
and just make sure things are as crashy as possible by having multiplayer working. So that's kind of, I think, what we're going to be doing today is.
So we're just gonna watch them play.
We're just going to watch them play. No, we're not.
No,
Sorry.
no.
Megan's too organized for that.
It's true. You're making my
I was
gray
hoping.
hairs. No. Yeah, we're gonna have gameplay the whole time, which
Yep.
is super cool and
Yep.
very retro of DE.
We're very retro because this is very early on. Preludes means pre-alpha, and so we'll be talking about some of the things we've done since TennoCon, some of the good feedback and some of the bad feedback we got about what we showed at TennoCon, and some of the things that we've been doing.
It's very
for it. Some of
important to
them
talk
there's still
about
a bit of
dressing.
progress there. I'm stomping over your
You are.
housekeeping. But the one thing I wanted to say is the only way to get in right now is not, you can't pay, it's only through random. We do random giveaways every week. We are going to be changing that system to add promo codes for your friends. So you'll be able to also have 4 additional envoys to bring with you into playing multiplayer, which is the best way to play the game.
Pre-existing players will get those, right?
Pre-existing players do not get those yet. We'll have to look at a script for that. There you go. We'll do it
Scott, man
live.
of people
We'll do
over
it
there.
live. Feature creep.
You get a code. You get a code.
Somewhere Mia is banging her
it's
head
like-
against the desk. So we're working on that system coming up. And what else is there to say on this? Because you wanted to touch on how to get in. Right, we're not doing a paid to get in thing, right?
Megan's just crossing things off. Okay, that's done.
And we
She has the
are,
bullet points all written
She
out.
does.
No,
You
you
can
go.
say
You
it.
and
go.
we're
He's the CEO.
probably not going to open it up for a little bit.
I'll
And
have to
the
talk about a
reason,
founders pack
for
maybe if they do that.
is, it's just not quite ready for that in terms of how the long-term progressions.
It's still very early.
P7, which is coming out next week, is going to have some of that stuff, and we'll talk about it more and show some. But I think we're kind of moving around that. Yep.
Sorry, Sarah's about to get
Sarah's
What do
about
we
to
got?
get
What do we
beat
got?
up.
Oh, is Sarah? Rue,
Go to
can you show
gameplay.
Sarah?
Let's
Sarah and
kick off
Joey
that
got like
gameplay.
a big guy here. They're just
Yeah.
like,
Oh, he's really large.
Yeah.
You just snuck up on
Okay,
him.
sorry. Just to recap what Steve said, during
That
TennoCon
new
we
cape.
did say that
Will that
we
see if
were
do
gonna
crit
launch
noise?
Preludes officially in 2024.
Nice.
nice throw.
Thank
But it's
you.
going to be a 2025 endeavor. We're still working towards Preludes updates. Like I said, we're going to show you P7, a little bit of P8, and a little bit of fun stuff even after that and beyond. So thank you for being excited about Soulframe, and we're excited to get people more keys, more people in. We give, what is it, Sarah, 2,000 keys?
2,000 every week.
Every
and I saw
week.
some confusion in chat. So yeah, these come in your email. So whatever you sign
Yeah,
up
check your
on
emails.
soulframe.com, that email is where
Sometimes
you'll get your
multitasking.
invite.
She's talking
It's
and
you can't.
And
You can't just your ends way.
That's definitely a new outfit right there, too. That's
what
definitely a new
Steve was
outfit they
saying
got.
is you will soon get that invite email and 4 additional codes, and you can share that with your best friends, your family,
Your mom,
Or
your
your enemies.
hairdresser,
Yeah.
your enemies.
Yep.
If
Oh.
you
Share with
want to
your
battle
enemies,
them.
eh?
And then you can multiplayer and beat them. Wait, is there friendly fire?
There is not
Come
friendly
on.
fire right now.
Come
No.
on.
No.
Cozy game. Sorry.
it's
Keep
cozy.
forgetting. Keep forgetting.
There you are.
Yeah. Did I cover all?
Also to mention, this is an hour long. I think usually they aren't this long. At least the last one wasn't this long, but this is an hour long. I'm all here for it.
All of that?
You did.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think so. The main thing that I lied about was we're not going to go as open as we had hoped.
Not this year.
That
More
might
open.
change if miracles happen, but I think as you know, and you'll probably hear in about 40 minutes, we also have other big things happening at the studio. Warframe 1999 is a huge push from DE.
What's that?
And we're going. What is that? It's the.
This is before.
Sequel to Soulframe, maybe. I don't know.
What's Warframe? Yeah.
And so that's we'll probably be moving resources
I'm from the
around
future?
and that sort of thing to make sure that also accomplishes its very ambitious launch.
Yeah, it's a team effort over here at DE, and we're just gonna share the love. But Soulframe's gonna keep getting preludes. Warframe's gonna get 1999, but we'll talk about that later. It's a Soulframe stream.
Yeah.
Soulframe stream.
Exactly.
All right, let's just get gameplay up the whole time, and we're gonna chitter chatter over here.
I do want they're gonna get founder
Soulframe.
packs though.
It's been obviously there's probably people in chat. Obviously, lots of people that want to.
Look how
join
pretty
us
this
in
is.
Soulframe.
Yes, they do.
What could you say that encompasses Soulframe as a game if someone was to be interested in it?
Right. I think we get asked this question a lot. I had the.
You're not
I don't
gonna.
know if I'm supposed to be able to say something like this, but
What's
I
on
had
his
the president
arm?
of MiHoYo asked me, "Is it a single-player game?"
That's the same thing on my arm. I don't know
Yeah,
what that
I know.
means.
I use such a dreamboat and such a.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, it's not what you're saying. Okay.
I'm just saying I'm a big ZZZ fan.
I'm in like in the way of them.
Excellent,
Well,
me too.
yeah, it's fine.
But we are making a co-op game. It's going to be best to play with friends, but it's going to be solo compatible. It sounds a lot like Warframe, and it is in that way. Really, an MMO light experience. We're gonna have a dense overworld. We're not really calling it open world because I think that implies maybe some negative connotations, but it is a very open.
It's not
world.
wrong.
There's still some gating, some progression.
There's some progression, some gating in there, and then we have the procedural dungeons, which is similar to what we did and still do on Warframe. The overworld is a lot more persistent and is a lot denser than some of the overworlds in Warframe, but it's still early days for us. And it is, I think, a fantasy looter. I think a co-op fantasy looter.
Yeah.
We don't have the sort of MMO towns yet, but that we hope to have like our next update. We'll probably have something like that. We'll show a little bit of kind of the work in progress.
We look like Cetus.
It's got the typical things: real time of day. There's weather systems. There's all these sorts
There's
of
weather
things.
systems?
Yeah, with the collector coming down. Remember the collector?
It's a very isolated weather system.
It still
One
counts.
cloud, one rain cloud.
Well, it's only the two. And it's come on, let me hype it and tell lies.
Two clouds.
So
Joey,
this is the kind of game you play it, you rank up, you.
Nice little dash. I've
get
seen
loot,
that.
You progress your character, you become more powerful. You earn different packs in
I think
the
that's
game.
new.
Kind of like our classes.
Then they had like a dash like that, or else it wasn't as like.
It currently is
Distancy.
PC only. Sorry, I'm just saying.
And Preludes is PC only right
Yep.
now, with the intent that we would go on console when we think the game is kind of more ready for it. Joey's already leaving. He's walking
Joey's
away.
done with me. He's like, I'm sick of saving her
Joey's
butt.
over it.
Oh, I was gonna say that for later, but
Oh.
do it.
Oh, what is that?
Happening.
Stealth butterfly.
Stealth butterfly.
That's the stuff.
That's great. But you can see the changes that
The
we've
dodge
done,
is way more
on
like.
about how powers are working.
Oh.
Some of the combat animations are a lot less slidey now.
Yeah, people notice there has been a lot of tweaks since TownCon going on the combat.
A lot.
A
lot.
A lot of root conditioning and revisiting the animations and target lock on. So yeah.
I told y'all, let them cook. Let them cook.
I think the big things, that we are in pre-alpha, and I
Yes.
think some of the really negative feedback I got was like, "What are you doing?" And the answer is, we want. It's like Sing Street. Rock and roll is a risk. We actually want to hear the good and the
Sing Street
bad
reference. That's great.
up front.
Yeah.
And so I think the worst thing that we can do, at least in terms of how DE works, is to go dark for a very long period of time. So we're going to be showing you warts and all, but on this playthrough, Sarah's going to just rock this playthrough.
Yeah,
It's going to be
already.
perfect. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect code.
We're gaming.
Yeah, that's really kind of the point of a pre-alpha is to have the players build it with us, right?
That's right.
Give us that feedback. Give us the issues, bugs, and all. Oh,
Pet him.
get him, Sarah.
Hit him with your sword.
Get him. Get him a butterfly. Get him.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare kill it!
Oh no! No animals harmed
She's
on
vicious.
this stream.
Jesus.
The other thing I think that we heard was
Sorry.
when we showed our TennoCon demo, because that weather system was there. Thank you very
The
much,
clouds?
Jeff. It is a weather system.
clouds?
And some of the art choices that were shown in that particular area, people were like, hey, this kind of looks like Elden Ring or a Souls game. And this game is really going to have a lot more whimsy. And it's going to be, like, for example, a concrete example, you miss with your shield. So, okay.
Is that a dog?
It is a dog. And you
Well,
don't
a dog's
kill them,
implemented
they
now.
run away
This
because
is a
they're
work in
free.
progress.
It's a
That's
work in
a
progress.
sticky thing.
One of the strong feedback
Yeah.
things I got from TennoCon was like, you have dogs in the game, don't make me kill them.
And that's probably what happened there when
Yes.
she wasn't striking,
That's
because
what
that's the work in progress.
that's
But
the
you're
work in
gonna
progress.
you're gonna pop the
helmet.
Bam.
phone off them.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
set them
free
free.
them.
Yes, exactly.
What a whimsy game.
Yeah.
What a whimsy time.
Freed them as a butterfly.
So yeah, you can see that when we don't show it in that
Unless
sort of
Sarah keeps
overcrust
chasing it and trying to hack
state,
it. But
it's a
Yes,
lot
I
more
am.
cheerful,
Vicious.
almost nostalgic kind of look to the game.
Yep.
Something that at TennoCon, again, I regret making some of those things feeling that grimdark thing, because really the game is
there was a bit of panic.
supposed to be a bit more
It's
balanced.
TennoCon panic, right? Like we
Yeah.
were gonna kind of just show a live, kind of what we're doing now. We were just gonna kind of show.
The Warframe is grimdark, but like I think they said this is the sister to Warframe, and I feel like this is still gonna have its grimdark things, but it's gonna have more resolutions than just like, yeah, we kind of fixed it and we're kind of going from this broken start to try and like make things kind of normal, you know. But like in this game, I feel like things are gonna be like, you've seen the boss fight, how like they twisted animals in a person, and then they can redeem them, and they're gonna start over. So in this game, they're definitely gonna do a lot cheerier kind of attitude. And personally, I love grimdark. I love things that are really just dark and depressing in games. It's just the way it is. I just like it. So I'm definitely gonna change it here. So yeah.
Show the game,
Yeah.
show some progression.
What's that? That I just did.
That is
Real quick, and then the nostalgia thing they're talking about, nostalgia. This does remind me of like old kid books, you know, like almost like old like folk tale. What do they call like the tales? They're the story tales, are the like Jack and the Beanstalk kind of stuff. Like they kind of remind me of like old stories like that in the books for like all of these designs in there and stuff like that. It is kind of nostalgic now that
you
they
activate
mention
the
it.
Shrine.
Yeah.
So
What
if
does that do?
you fail,
Are you
and-
playing in God mode right now?
Are you in God mode?
Yeah.
Can you die?
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Oh.
we'll be able to see what it
We
does.
won't be able to see
I'll
what
turn
it
it off
does.
later.
Actually, you can turn it off.
Let's see how good your
Yeah,
skills are.
if Sarah
Not right now. Not right now.
Sarah won't die, but if she does, she'll
Yep.
spawn it.
I never
Yes,
die in
as-
this game. I'm a
But we panicked like leading up to TennoCon
Yeah.
because
Misleading me.
we were like, oh my god, the Warframe demo is so rad.
Probably literally was the conversation.
So we kind of took a lot of ingredients and kind of made a more composed path.
Hope she
but I
has a great
think we
sword
kind of
today.
narrowed the vision a bit too much in that kind of run up to it.
This guy? Too volcano time?
It was really cool for what it was.
It
but
was-
it wasn't
it
a
was
very cool, but-
representation of the bigger
Of
game.
the
For a
bigger
wide
game.
audience,
As a
yeah,
whole,
it was
yeah.
the wrong
Yeah.
impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's cool in isolated spots to have that grimdark, but then coming back
That's
to
the
the more
idea,
beautiful, happy world is good.
And you'll see that with some of the, maybe they'll even run one today, but there's the procedural dungeon for the glades that have become corrupted by the Ode,
Odify.
and they get very grimdark.
Yeah.
when
I
you
think
go-
the Garen fight
Yeah.
is a very good. It starts off very, very grim and
Yeah.
then ends in
Yeah.
a like really great moment.
Yeah.
What is this here? What am I doing?
That's a map.
Jeff is the bane of my existence.
That's why he's sitting next to you, so he can like annoy you.
I've had to have this for 11 years of Jeff bullying me, so now Sarah gets Jeff. I see people asking about mounts.
Oh, we got some, stuff
We
in the
got some
works.
mounts.
That's right.
Can you go to
And
the
they've seen one
Are you able to
before,
go show them?
I'm busy.
Well,
Oh,
first.
so you're
well,
making
first.
up for those poor squirrels you're
Yeah,
chasing.
more to attack.
Oh, work in progress.
Stealing
I
issues
would
on
never.
there.
That one has a levitation spell, so
Yeah.
Yes.
that's not
It's
a bug. It's by
magical-
design.
magical squirrel. Yeah, so there
you want me
are-
to go to
Hover
next?
squirrel.
A mount.
We have a functional mount that we just haven't made functional in the game yet, because the kind of the area in Preludes is just a bit too small, or it was. But I feel like it's kind of we're kind of getting to the point now where
We're 1 or 2 stages where
Yeah,
it
so it-
kind of feels like we're to that point.
we'll
Get
be
there,
adding
yeah.
Orengal into Preludes pretty soon, but there's going to be a quest coming along with it. So if you're in Preludes right now, there might be a reset. Actually, there will be a
There
reset.
is.
There might be.
Oh, sorry, there will
Cross
be a
that off
reset.
the list too.
Yeah, this is we're just jumping all over.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, so Orangol will be the first mount in the game. But if you are in Preludes, or hopefully if you're watching in chat and you get in Preludes very soon, we will start with Orangol as kind of like a summon.
Yep.
So that we're not going, because we don't have quite the size of the world yet, as Scott reminds me, is we don't want to trivialize the small size of the world we have yet. And then eventually it will come with...
and that might even be a progression thing, even potentially.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
So,
Ooh, is that like the coat from like the
well,
intro?
You have to earn his trust to her
of
trust.
course.
Excuse me.
When you get her
Her trust,
outfit?
so you can mount.
You got a... This account's got
She's
everything.
stacked.
Oh, you're
Oh,
going-
that one.
You're going the full Dan.
Put on her clothes.
So don't get-
Yeah, that one is...
There you
That
go.
was-
The
that was
blacksmith's
so
outfit.
Very anime.
Spicy.
That's excellent.
Oh, I want to sell the outfits.
All right.
Super sick.
We're going to dive into...
Can we show maybe skills here, because
I was gonna say,
Sarah's
we
waiting
kinda-
there?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
skipped ahead, but
So coming...
Sorry, Megan.
we'll go back to housekeeping at the end.
Yeah, we got
fine.
the
This
magic mic
summarizes
armors.
Soulframe much better.
Yes, there is going to be a lot of fashion frame in Soulframe, but one of the things that we want to make,
A dagger.
we want to push harder on for Soulframe is kind of RPG stuff. So action RPG is kind of our North Star. So we have the martial arts stuff that's coming in, and
Like stances
it's
or
gonna be coming next week.
stab dagger.
For in Prelude 7. And so when you are using weapons, they're all associated with a particular type of fighting art. And for example, Longblade.
Definitely stances.
Sarah.
Yes.
Then you will have, kind of I guess sort of a simple skill tree to
I saw lots of,
unlock
is
things.
there parry questions? So,
Yes.
Sarah
There is
just
parrying.
parried
Just
right
got
before.
parried.
so I've not done it yet.
Yeah,
ever
okay,
in my
okay.
life.
Yeah.
But if I get one today, that
Yeah.
will be the first
I believe in
time
you, Sarah. You can do it.
you guys have seen me get one.
Yeah.
I believe.
So yeah, I think if you're a Warframe player, you probably recognize focus schools. But this will be the 1.0 of our skills or our fighting arts.
Oh, so they aren't stances. So
How'd you get all those points?
Yeah, she's
I
got a lot of
earned
weapons.
them.
definitely focus schools.
I earned them in an honest way
Yeah.
through my adventures in Alka as a noble envoy. Thank you.
So yeah, and I see the question again. Yes, Soulframe currently is PC only. We're building it with the same tech that we use for Warframe. So obviously, when the time is right, we'll be coming to consoles as well. Yeah, and I think if you don't know a ton of
And for me, just to talk about the whole console and like performance, like I have a 1070, and it doesn't really run too well for me on my 1070. Like it runs okay. I'm usually like hovering around like 30 FPS ish. Thing on my PC is like 6 or 7 years old at this point, so it's kind of really goddamn old. But the performance will definitely get better over time, of course. Just to let y'all know.
about Soulframe, if you're just tuning in, that's the Nightfold that Sarah just went to. So kind of anytime there's no fighting nearby, you can just do the trust fall, go back in, look at your equipment, queue new things for crafting. You don't have Tuvalcane yet, though, do you? Tuvalcane.
No.
Okay.
I actually had her all set up to go, and then I went on a completely different adventure.
Did you? You just
Yeah.
wandered around?
Should we go
That's
get
cool.
it?
Yeah.
This is my life.
I
This
was,
is your life.
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
test
complete
this
this
and-
encounter here,
Oh,
and
please
then go
do,
get
yeah.
her.
Yeah, don't want to rob you of
Um,
your rewards.
I have to destroy the Odin Moaners.
And so, yeah, the Moaners, these polluters here. Yes, it does have controller compatibility. I
She's
saw in
playing on
chat.
controller.
It does.
Because if you see in Sarah's hand, yep, playing with a controller. Soulframe will not run on your fridge probably, but yeah,
I mean,
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
oh, nice shot.
Oh, yeah, you gotta hit the. This is like a pro tip move. You gotta pull up their eyes.
Ciao. I did that with my brother for the first time on Sunday, and he was like, "Cool." I was like, "Yeah."
There is a lot in the game that we don't teach or tell right now, and of course we're trying to improve that.
I hope sign down as our capes are separate.
There's fun in that, though, right? Is
There
there?
is. It's definitely supposed to be more of a discovery
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But, you
There's
know,
some hand holding that every game must do, but
It's kind of
Exploration.
depressing though when you look at our last update, how many people don't realize there's crafting in the game.
Yeah.
Because we track like very simple things like, did you find the crafting
Well, the amount of
thing?
people who don't know there's a blacksmith in the game.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, like don't even know at all.
Which I think if you're in Preludes, I think Sarah and Joey are going to run it. Part of the reset's going to have a new kind of like little small quest, like new access or new way to acquire the blacksmith and Orlick, who are currently ancestors of the world.
Whoa.
Look at
Oh,
this.
through the door.
Oh.
Joey walks through doors, okay?
This is where I like to hang out on my lunch
This
breaks.
is the Slayer's
Wow.
Club.
Okay, that's your cottage.
Yes.
Oh, we should do the Red Dead thing where you can like buy this and then that's where you have to change your outfits.
And then you fall off a mountain and lose
Oh, if they do something like that, I love that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dog. Save the beavers.
Save the beavers.
Oh,
Yeah, I
So
won't let you,
he
because
will,
he wants to save, he won't let you.
You
He's
can't
just
smash
hanging
him in
out.
the bits.
I will
wants to
rescue
save.
these little guys.
little rescue, little animal rescue.
Um,
Okay, and I'm sorry, I can see chat. You know, it is.
Dog is not being rescued.
We don't want to explain too much, but we don't want to explain too little. So we're kind of
We're testing.
we're going walking that fine line. I personally love games that don't explain too much, and it feels like a part of its
Very true.
discovery.
for sure.
As long as it's not completely
As long as it's not
opaque.
the crafting system.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
As long as it's
Balancing
not,
act.
as long as it's
Exactly.
not a fundamental thing like
Yeah.
This.
Now I know you're just in the Nightfold, Sarah, but if you don't mind going back, there's some
yes,
pact
ma'am.
changes that are coming in Prelude 7.
Oh.
There is. Yes.
You want
Yes.
to talk about packs for a
Oh,
little bit?
yeah.
What
Explain those maybe a
are
little bit?
these anyway?
This is your power
So
system.
the biggest thing is
That's new armor, I think.
Well, this is
We
the
had items for a while, and
Yeah.
now these are
Yes.
kind of combined.
Yeah.
So
So if you're an existing player, what we found was the idol, or kind of the enchanted weapon that's associated with each pact. So for example, the Fae has this kind of crazy thorn bow. We were kind of treating that like a separate weapon slot.
Yeah.
And we've dithered on this a little bit, gone back and forth.
why do you have?
And how dare you attack Joey?
Why did he
What
have
did
a
he do to
pop?
you?
He had
He
a
had a-
pop-up. I was like, where did that come from? Anyway, never mind.
But what we found was it was really harming the identity
Yep.
of the packs, because now they were just sort of mix and match. I think maybe that's something to think about in the longer term future of the game. But it feels so much better now that you just always have the enchanted bow.
Yep.
And so the Fae class is kind of playing almost like a stealth archer,
Yep.
which is kind of my favorite.
Oh,
way
we
to
all got the
describe
bow
it.
now by default.
And so that's kind of the vibe for those things. All of the abilities that you get in your pact also just unlock as you level up.
Yeah. So this screen here in particular has the abilities on it that you can level up. So this is going to be changing
Okay.
this week.
Yep.
This
This is getting ripped
Yeah.
out.
this was kind of weird. 'Cause I'm like, am I making a build? This part I kind of got confused on right here, because I'm like looking at these abilities, like, all right, what's the instinct, what's the virtue, what's the arcanic? I'm like, do I upgrade like all these? It's like, does this one upgrade and not that one? Do I have a certain amount of points, something like that? So I'm kind of glad they get rid of that system and make it all front where you level up, you just get them all. Now, if they had like more things in this tree, and he explained it, and they can kind of make different builds out of the same arm, I would have understood that. Or I would have liked that. But not if you're going just like we're just gonna level up as you go. It does it by itself. Kind of read it. That's like a simpler, more comfortable way to do it. Because if you play Warframe, you're like already familiar with that system already. So
This
Friday,
is basically
Scott.
no, but it's basically it's going to move to the skill tree style UI with a few more envoy or pack specific abilities on it, and not necessarily the casting abilities. Those will just level up on their own as its own thing. So
was I wrong?
so that you don't miss out on the power of your pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went a little too far in customization and said, oh, you
Yeah.
don't even have to buy all the whole kit
Yeah.
if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And
That was-
so then
that's
the other
early
thing,
Warframe right there.
Is because we've slowed the game down and really ramped up the complexity of Melee. So we overshot, and so we've taken out the magical energy collection
No,
And
you
that-
took that out.
much to Scott's resistance.
Yeah,
so we'll
some
probably have this
beef
conversation
over
about 3
here.
months again. But
Tell us the tea.
for
please.
this for this update that's coming next week, we're using cooldowns for abilities to try to reduce the mental burden of managing energy amongst all the other complicated stuff. So those are the two big ones. Packs and their magical weapon are always available, and fuse.
There's a bit of energy management with the idol
That's
on
right.
your pack.
That's right.
So the meter that in the middle of the casting is something you build up with damage,
Yep.
and then you have
Oh,
to spend.
okay.
It's not on cooldown.
Oh, this is Joey's point of view.
Oh, we swapped to Joey.
I was gonna say,
Oh, I thought Sarah got really good all of a
I
sudden.
didn't know that we could do that.
Rue can do anything. when
Wow,
you're there.
Rue, thanks.
Always good.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I did see someone's
I completed-
noticing the animation improvements, and that's been
Yep.
great. That
Energy's better than cooldowns.
energy's better than cooldowns. I know.
I have one fan.
I
like
don't-
looking- you got two. You got two fans.
All right.
That's a debate right there. Like it depends. 'Cause, like on this game, it could definitely because it's a slower, more methodical kind of game. Like it feels like in Warframe with cooldowns, unless you're like Lavos who have things baked into your kit like that and been doing it for years, it's just like kind of jarring. And also if you don't have energy, you know, it kind of sucks. But like I think in this game, cooldowns
Two fans.
are
But
the
I'm
way to
finding-
go.
I am finding I'm using powers more in combat. I'm juggling more now,
Yep.
like on the way the cooldown flow is going.
They're probably.
We also amped up the abilities.
sure.
We also did a pass on the abilities to
Yeah.
make them more effective.
Yeah.
Scott's got to put his asterisks in
Yeah,
there.
We made a lot of changes. Like a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh,
ton to the
Scott, you
core
have
loop
another
of the
fan.
game.
I'm a Scott fan.
Yeah, yeah.
I have 3 of them.
Hopefully it can be Pablo,
Someone's gonna miss.
Soulframe Pablo.
We do like some of the stuff that
Yes.
that active.
Yeah, that system
happens.
still exists.
The system still exists, and I think
Yeah.
it'll probably come back as maybe
It's still in the game.
a
actually.
cooldown reset,
Yep.
or potentially a way to
Like the,
juice the fade.
And the
fade bow
soul,
or
the soul rip mechanic, I miss.
The
I
soul
do
rip
miss
it,
that.
I miss
Just
as well.
It's
I
still
like the
it's still
kinda-
there
Yep.
in its current form, in bits and pieces,
Nice, yeah,
in the
yeah.
current build,
Yeah.
but just used in different ways.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we like those things. We created a lot of things that we really love.
Yep.
And we have a lot of ingredients on the table, and then it's now just figuring out how it all fits together
Totally.
to make that juicy meal.
I think we were feeling maybe about 2 weeks ago we had a bit of a kitchen sink problem.
For sure.
Where just like there's so much in the game, and I think because the game is slower and you can start making, you have chances to make different choices. We just kept adding more and more choices. So for this build, you know, if you are an existing Preludes player, would love to hear from you in the forums about what you are digging and what you're not digging from this update when it comes out next week. But this stream is to tell you and warn you
Yeah.
what's
You
coming.
do have to
Well,
play
speaking
more.
of kitchen sink,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
you guys have 5 weapons that are also coming in Preludes.
5.
Can you name all?
Oh,
of them?
did we do it?
freeze
Did we get a
frame.
crash?
This is the
Let's
crash.
go to concept art.
This
of
is the crash.
How's Joey?
Veg.
How's Joey doing?
Or maybe it's just trying to pre-process.
Nah, it's
like
thinking about
the
death.
Warframe demo.
Thinking
Yeah.
about death.
That wasn't me.
So we have new weapons coming in
That
Peace
was
Out.
a
Perfect segue.
That was a great
That was a
segue.
segue
It was
to
intentional,
transition
guys.
to-
Nice single sword.
Don't worry about it. It's intentional. 5 new weapons are coming. This is the Vetch, the swift sword.
Yes.
The butterfly of death.
Were you with a butterfly?
I was a butterfly. They have
Ta-ting.
This really reminds me of the
The fit-
Braveheart sword.
What happened to Joey? Joey, you good? He crashed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
crashing.
It's the butterfly finisher is too
Butterfly
strong.
Give me-
Of course, of course.
So we
Is that
have
the
this.
crit on the-
Yeah, there's
I feel cool to have the controller on the edge
So
of the
this is a
keyboard
new
over there.
longsword,
Yep.
like
Sneaky
uh,
reboot.
grip that's coming. Yep.
We have the Unsa. I don't have an image for that. The dagger. And then we have the Gathanen.
The what?
Gathanen. Gathanen.
Oh, that's
Gathanen.
like a.
Gathanen. Gathanen.
They
This
become
is-
the
this-
canon pronunciations
Yeah.
once
I
you
don't
say
know.
them on screen.
I don't know. Sydney, I can't live
I
up
need
to
to get
your.
her to rehearse
I
with me
know.
beforehand.
I need the
Uh,
pronunciations, Sydney, please.
Yeah, phonetically.
Please.
Yeah.
We got
Okay,
deer
this is the-
branch
New halberd
or
coming.
deer
Mhm.
antler.
The styling of Garen.
Looks like
Our own
pokey
beast.
and slicey.
Yep.
Both ends, we love it.
Oh, both ends.
Well, you know.
I see some He-Man questions in here. Actually, is the longsword going to actually be a longsword? You know what I mean? We
Well,
have
like
some
a longer
HEMA
sword.
fans
We're
on
finding-
staff as well.
We do, but I think animation-wise, we're trying to find that balance. We leaned very heavily HEMA in the early prototype.
Yep.
And we kind of want the combat to have roots in that, but we need to push it. We want like a little bit of stylization,
Yep.
you know, to just have a little bit of flavor, but it is something we...
But I do think that sword is actually probably the proportion
Yeah.
of what that person in chat's asking about. This
Oh,
time.
I see. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, sorry.
Any glaives in this game? You guys gonna have glaives?
You got the shield.
Yes.
I feel like it's going to happen.
We'll definitely
Yeah.
have glaives.
Yeah.
Yep. And in fact,
At some point, yes.
And in
Yeah.
fact, the sword throwing is the glaive code.
Oh,
So,
okay.
it actually is.
Incredible.
It's literally
From the original Dark
it's from the
Sector.
original Dark Sector. It's
Incredible.
the same code. I mean, obviously the crew's upgraded it and so on. But that's great.
I love the
Are you
roots.
gonna get Tulokan in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
excellent.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Just hydrating to get the blacksmiths.
Yes.
Before-
Ready?
Yes. We can... Oh, sorry.
Oh,
before
wait.
you...
That's
we
okay.
do want to do more
We got
stuff.
some more.
next one we have was the bow, which is the greatest concept art that I've ever
Well,
seen.
not
Ooh.
so much the bow. This is
It's like
It's also,
little-
yeah.
this is concept also for going to be the opening quest for Soulframe. The War Songs prologue and kind of establishes. I think we showed at TennoCon. You know, like how we kind of do. The first step of customization is through your mom. And then there's a mission where you're going to be playing as the Ute.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, kind of introduce the kind of dynamics of the world
Customizing you through your mom.
a little better than, yeah.
And you might have known the wolf
And you might have a
Horngall
connection,
for a
yeah.
long time.
have a
Maybe you're
connection
besties.
to Horngall.
Oh.
Yeah, you're probably
Friends.
besties.
Who knows?
I really love this concept. This
It's
is
so
So
cute.
pretty.
Yep,
It's so
beautiful.
cute.
As
It's
the
what, like, I
arm.
envisioned myself as a kid, but not really. I was just throwing rocks. That's what I
Did
wish.
you have leather armor?
In my mind, I did.
I actually got,
absolutely.
for my 12th birthday, I got a bow and arrow. I was so
I was gonna
friggin'
say-
happy.
I thought you were going to say leather armor.
No,
I was like, weird.
No.
Got hooked up with some
That came in my
sick
late 30s.
leather
But
armor.
anyway, it was my 12th birthday, and my mom said, "Go outside, play with your bow and arrow." It was like a Canadian Tire, like fiberglass
Plastic.
thing. It was super,
Oh.
like it wasn't nerfed.
Did it have suction cup at the end? Or
No,
like
it had,
a point?
it had a
Yeah?
point.
Okay,
in
Oh
it.
yeah.
my god.
And I ran outside, and the very first thing I did, I'm not kidding, pointed straight up, fired straight in the air, and then I just.
And then watched it?
And then I just fired
Then
straight
you
in the air,
went,
and then
"Oh."
a light bulb went on my stupid 12-year-old head, and just ran.
Wait a
I'm
second.
still alive
That's
today,
you
barely.
as a kid, really.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Yep.
Still alive. All right, sorry, we can go back to gameplay. Sarah's gonna do
Yeah, cool stuff.
Tuvokane.
Okay.
A little Tuvokane.
So you may recognize where I am if you've been watching some demos in the past, if you've played before, and this is a big help if you're
Oh,
like,
how
there's
pretty
crafting
it
in the
is.
game. Where is it? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just show you right now.
In the next
So-
update.
In P7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week.
Don't try this now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
You're currently in the game. Do not try this now.
So are we
Have we
resetting
given
for
keys- have we
P7?
been giving
Yes.
some keys away,
Yes,
by the way?
Yes.
We've given.
We
give
give
one
one away.
away.
Shall we do another one, Ruth?
Yes, thank you.
As we slash away.
Ooh.
Nice.
Owie, owie, owie.
Oh, big
Look at
guy.
this guy.
Butterfly again.
Oh, that's actually Scott boosted the potency of that cast. I use it a lot now.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But it's the
You're kind of a
cooldown.
gamer,
So
eh?
it's the cooldown, yeah.
You're kind of a gamer.
The cooldowns are why they're
Yeah,
good.
but I like it because of the cooldown, yeah.
All right, Scott, who do we got?
Ooh.
Nice shield throw.
Excel dead sheet.
Excel
We haven't seen a
Dead
parry
Sheet.
yet, though. There.
I was just gonna say
These
I
are all
gotta
ones
go
I
get
can read.
one.
I know, those are pretty good. Excel Dead Sheet. Please whisper the Play Soulframe Twitch channel you're watching right now with your
Yay.
email.
Congrats and welcome.
Congrats.
I think
and
health
we will
bars on
get
the- on
you
the
your
bottom
Soulframe
left.
Twitch
Come
I-
say hi in the Discord.
I think they're the bottom left.
Discord and all will get you in the game.
No, yeah, they definitely are. And I think they have their friend's health bar there as well.
Oh, check out Joey going.
Oh,
And if Joe is watching this stream, I think the shield bash is missing its animation events. It's not doing any
Is that the new sword? Is that the mother? Yeah, that is.
Poor Sarah keeps doing it. It looks awesome, and
Yeah.
there's no damage event happening.
Maybe it's just for the looks.
yeah.
We can switch back to Sarah now. I think she's about to
It is very stylish.
get the.
Sarah's about to do a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, what is that down there?
Ooh.
Looks kind of interesting.
Looking a little sus.
Ooh, Should I
Alright.
pick it up?
Do
That's
it,
what you do when you
do
find a
it,
strange
Wow,
thing.
this is
do it.
turning into an infomercial.
The Steel Singer. Oh, look how cute it is.
You think it's cute?
I think it's so cute.
It is kind of cute.
Like, that's not clear.
He looks like a penguin.
This is going to be way easier with Joey running support.
I know, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
For
Oh my God,
backup.
look how
You can flip back to Joey.
This is Moss Hunter with the egg all over
I
again.
kind of like the waddle.
Yeah,
You
I
do?
think
I
it's
like the
cute.
waddle.
Even
Yeah,
has
you
the
can
waddle
I
with the
like
run.
that run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back.
Go back. Go back.
This is me on Christmas morning.
I like that Joey's watching it for the.
I know.
Is
He's
the-
anticipating the
He's
ambush.
like-
That is not fair.
Yes, Joey, yes. Protect,
Get him.
protect.
Get him.
Nice.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is good.
This is
Okay.
so easy.
All right, the
Joey.
system works.
There's just
Just like just letting him.
Oh my God.
My hero.
Joey, our hero. Get him, Joey. Get him.
Yeah, the song.
See if Joey's got any parries in him.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Joey.
Where'd he come from?
Oh, nice.
Come on.
All
Just
right.
slap.
Oh yeah, that's
That's pretty great though.
That's
Got a finisher on the go.
All right.
That's good.
Okay.
That's the stuff.
Oh, yeah, looting the bodies. Very good. Very good.
Get that.
I think I gotta speed that up.
Oh, so heavy.
It's so heavy.
Is Joey an NPC? No,
Skipping my arm day.
Oh,
He's
Joey's
very
over
real.
there. He's doing live multiplayer right now.
Now the strength stat be faster.
Who'd have thought?
They even got stats like that.
Someone asked if the Nightfold is a progression based, and it's your personal quarters, so everyone has access to the Nightfold right away. But there is progression within it, which we're about to see.
And I think hopefully
So,
we'll see if
yeah.
if the context actually
Yeah.
got fixed.
So it starts empty,
believe.
and you have to find the ancestors that will help you progress in the game in different ways.
Who's talking to you?
I want Joey in my world.
This is the
Can we
Every
make
game comes
Joey
with a
a
Joey.
progression
Every
story?
Using the new,
look at
the
Oh,
new, the new Tempest.
sheesh.
Nice. Oh, you got it.
Oh, Ruse mistimed. You missed it.
But he ranked up. That's so cool. Damn, Joey.
oh, this game I just want to play it.
Considering a little bit on the HUD display.
Cause I don't play too much things.
I didn't know.
Like when they're like alpha and they're like bound to reset. I'm like,
There you go.
especially in betas and demos, I don't play too much. I want to taste.
Oh yeah.
I wanna
this is
taste
our-
what's to
we're
come.
testing this
Under the
one.
bus. Hey, we know who's fault now.
Penny, penny, penny.
This is work in progress, so if
Yeah.
there's any
Sorry.
glitches, it's
It's looking good. It's looking good.
probably my fault.
Pre-alpha game.
Pre.
Pre. There's several pre's.
How many pre's are we?
4.
Right now?
Four at least.
4 or 5.
Gotta like
Yeah.
have kicked one of those.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, we were at 5.
We're at 5. Okay, 5. Now we're 4.
So this is how progression works for the Nightfold.
Yes.
You find the ancestors in the environment.
Tuvalkane, Lotkane, my father's father, not the greatest steel singer in all the world, but the worst who ever lived.
She has a bit of a confidence
A
problem.
little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But she's
Feel
strong.
bad.
I love how she just yoinked it up.
Yeah, exactly. She's just like
No issue for
Little
her.
Thor's
There's a
hammers
total
there.
bratty.
I am the glove of thumbs, the blight of
I want to
ingots,
be the glove of
the
thumbs.
waste of
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Oh, incredible.
Odd outfit for a blacksmith.
Oh, her
Yes.
skin is so tough. She
Yes,
does
it's
not
very
need
tough.
You see how tough he
not
is?
need armor to be a blacksmith. Yay!
Okay.
Yay.
All right.
Scissors
So
pass
that
it.
all worked so far.
Penny!
So far.
Penny!
I like the outfit too.
See what happens.
Oh, this looks
What's
good.
that?
This
Okay.
looks good.
This is promising. This is promising. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Here we go. I love these reveals.
I know.
They're-
It's such a good little
it's
ceremony.
like a little.
Yeah.
Not good
The
for the water on
music
your
kicks in.
forge, but.
My brother said on the weekend it's like Pokemon, collecting them all.
It is. Yes. I hope
Gotta collect them all.
that's the hope. I hope. Yeah. The hope.
So
I
yeah,
hope.
now
Breaks not my bind to bellows.
Should we put the helmet on?
Find
That's
you fragments
family
slain
trauma
by
in that
time.
helmet.
That's family trauma.
We don't talk about
But
that.
no.
All right, my bad. My bad.
I never wore Connor's moonsteel
Oh.
helm. And
All right.
never
Someone said that looks like Stitch's head.
Doesn't look like he can wear it. So is also in P7.
Mhm.
Tuvalkane has got rank up.
Oh, yeah.
Stories.
Oh, did we get that working?
I think so.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Dan, if you're watching the stream, make sure we
Yeah,
got that
make sure
working.
we got that working.
Actually-
We-
Not
we
put it on
hooked
the
up
list.
stuff. we hooked up stuff. And so, yeah.
that the dagger?
Do that for a sec. We made some improvements to how Crafting works when you get to Lmacncheese. She comes with stuff you can craft right away. We've reduced the crafting times. Sounds like a Warframe stream now. We've reduced the crafting times dramatically, and also she has a progression. The more she crafts, the better she gets at it, and the more confident she becomes. I hope.
You're kind of that's the kind of the theme. You're kind of helping her as well as she's helping you.
That's right. Yeah, and what was I going to say about that? Oh, so some of the really advanced stuff she can't craft until she's built a few things.
Warframe 1499.
That's what
Yeah. That's very funny. That is kind of the. That is kind of it, isn't it?
All right, we have
Romance subplots.
just over 10 minutes, so we're gonna
Okay.
need to go a little bit quicker here.
oh,
with
sorry,
this.
sorry.
You get through your whole housekeeping.
Guys,
I know.
that's,
Let's do that.
what do you mean? That's, we haven't been in housekeeping in
Go get
30 minutes.
Go get the Cloud Quell in case the collector comes.
Yeah.
So there's a new. When you get in next week, there's going to be. Where is it? It's on the left.
Is it? I think it's on
For
the
the
left.
rat. Look for the little rat. Right there.
Is it on the table?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah, that's your hookup.
Someone
Impact.
asked where the
Yep.
French lady
Yep.
was.
Maybe we need a little highlight on that.
That probably would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little glow or something.
That could be the,
I would've
could be
looked
the
at it.
jumping rat too.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
put another one in.
Let's see some rat jumps.
Oh, they're so cute! They're perfect.
The rat jumps.
Oh my god.
This is still very base.
Yeah.
There's gonna be more customization.
That's the
for
one,
now. More
Sarah.
choice.
That's the one.
I don't know.
No,
I'm-
good for you.
Nope.
Moving
The
on.
fact that the rats jump in time.
I know,
That's
it's-
all I need. It's so perfect. That's so hilarious.
It's so cute. There's.
Can we switch between a unlocked pack mid-fight?
No. If combat.
If combat is happening, no.
Nightfold's not available.
No. If you're out of combat range, you can switch.
That might be a cool idea at some point to have switchable packs on the go and be like 2 or 3.
You can't go into a boss and switch. No.
Oh, so there's Mike's
Oh.
time. Okay, let's. Is there anything else you want to say about P7 before we move on to some other topics?
Did I miss anything?
There was stability system with
Oh,
the
yeah.
stability bar.
That's a good
Okay,
one. That's a
right,
very good one.
right.
Chat about
So
that.
For stagger and stuff like that?
I think we're calling it stagger, or it might be something like stun in different games. That system's been improved, simplified, and it's
More
now
visible.
It's more visible now, shown on the HUD.
Unlike Onion
And
Ring.
certain weapons and certain types of attacks.
Or like
will
Sekiro.
do more stagger damage than others.
Stranger of Paradise.
How you can get openers like, kind of getting someone punch drunk so that you can do the finisher
Yep.
on them. Yeah, so look out for that. We've done a pass on that as well.
The Warframe crew is here to intimidate us.
The Warframe crew is here with their arms crossed. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
We're keeping it warm.
Yeah, the seat's very warm. Anyways, shall we talk a little bit about P8?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do we have to talk about?
So we have
Okay.
some concept art. Sorry, Rue, I know you are doing things.
Oh, poor
and
Rue.
I appreciate you
Yep.
greatly. I think we have camp to show. Camp is our. It's just because I got over 100 assets, and I apologize for that. That's my own fault.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
We have a bunch of videos. I know, that's why I'm trying
Yeah,
to go,
speed
guys.
run.
That's
Yeah.
I'm trying to go. So P8 is.
And the wolf back there,
gonna
chained
be
up.
Doggy focused a little bit.
Yes.
That's right, yes. So we're going to try to get I guess it's like a small quest to
It's a
get
small little rescue.
rescue quest
Yeah.
for Orangol. The Sinecure, who are the mercenaries of the Ode are the bad guys who live up in the towers. They want these omen beasts for themselves, and so you got to rescue Orangol, and that will put Orangol into your Nightfold. Right now, Orangol's just standing
Yeah,
there.
you're ready.
After the time, but
For pets.
Yeah.
Something for pets.
that
There
will
is a little
be
bit of a mission you have to do for Orangol.
little
Okay.
mission you got to do
Yeah.
for Orangol,
You can go to the next asset, Rue, if you don't mind.
and that will let.
Aw.
And then for P8, it won't be the riding mount yet, but it will be something you can infrequently summon to come in and just kind of destroy maybe one of those big Banneret guys or
That's
something.
right. Yep.
Yep.
Doggy.
So she will
Doggy
need your help.
concept. And I have the
Wolf actually that big.
concept for the corrupted version. Do we want to show it?
A corrupted dog.
We can show it real quick.
We
And
can
just
show it real
we're,
quick.
We're going to
Okay.
be doing some faction expansion to get some more enemies
quick
in
enough.
the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was. We won't be doing this
Yeah,
anymore,
this
but there was
was
a
our-
corruption version of Orangol.
Just
It
experiments.
might make an appearance
All right,
though.
keep going, Rue.
'cause
Do you,
we
like,
have
had a
overwhelming
bell?
corrupted forms.
We
so
do.
There might be something there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, these
Whoa.
Oh,
are.
AOL.
Whoa.
AOL.
They're going a little more like
Yeah,
hard.
we
I
can
think he had a
power
bell in his
Yep.
mouth or something.
Designs.
Early
Early
designs. Yep.
And one thing, again for P8, so after P7, is the kind of hub, the secret hub video that we have.
Oh yeah, that's when Joey comes over to talk us through what he made.
Joey, get over here.
Okay, what are we looking at? What is this?
This
What are
is
we
the
looking at?
this is a social hub that's in the works. That's
Ooh.
is it coming from P8? We're getting it from P8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking the coding channel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe a tumbleweed went
Everyone's
by.
gonna like, hello.
but yeah, we'll start with a similar system that Warframe uses for relays,
Mhm.
and we're going to be kind of.
Oh, some of a relay. I didn't see this.
Will be where the Silent Rose. We've been giving hints about that. This is kind of the resistance fighters
Mhm.
that are kind of resisting the Ode occupation of the world, and the Silent Rose will be kind of down here, and planning their missions against the Ode and hoping to find an envoy to help them in their
Have a
cause.
bath.
Yep.
A community bath.
I really hope these separate
And
capes
yeah,
from
maybe
armor.
even
I
have a
love this cape
bath
right
with
here.
Yeah.
I like the whole outfit, really.
It's
Just what I wanted to
It's a
do.
little much.
Oh.
Yep, that's good.
Yep.
Spoilers.
And there's Diora. Yeah, if you've seen the
Yeah, there's Diora.
Garen quest.
So yeah, once you awaken Diora out of the Ode spell, she's going to be wanting to join the Silent Rose, and
I can't sit still watch this. Like I'm like
Wonderful.
pretty cool.
Yep, very cool.
I'm just so in awe. Like I
Earlier
don't.
here, we showed Bromius, who is a big old bear,
Yep.
and we have not an update for.
He's the next Omen Beast that's in the works. Yes.
This is
Yep.
true. We have a little bit, just a video to show, a quick video of his lair, if you will, and kind of his
A bear
spot.
lair.
The Nethans.
the Nethans.
Right. So beneath the elder trees of the world are these kind of like these cave root systems,
Mhm.
and of course the pollution has given
Crept in.
the singing trees or the voicing trees kind of a mood disorder, I suppose, and kind of turn them evil. And down here is where Bromius roams. In his old role as Arbearer, he would heal the trees and he would take care of any diseases and that sort of thing.
Oh,
But
it's so cool.
in the
It's very cool,
quest,
Oh.
Bromius, of course, is drinking this corrupted sap and needs your help to kind of find himself again. And, and so this will be a new area that we'll be bringing, not for P7 next week, but in P8.
Yep.
The
Yeah, this is
Bromius.
very
Whatever that is.
Again by Joey mocking this up for us.
Yes, let's go, Joey.
Yep.
All right, Ro, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I apologize.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh.
I'm stressing Meg out with time.
A little bit. I wanted to go. Can we go to the Bromius armor one, Ru?
Oh yeah, and like all.
Gotta have a cosmetic with the.
Well, that's kind of what we're doing. We're kind of tying
Yeah.
packs and armor sets to Omen Beast
Mhm.
progression. That's not going to be the only way you get it, but where you get new packs and armor, but there will always be that kind of set that comes with that's associated. To
I like that.
Omen Beast.
So sick.
And then what's a mendicant?
Yeah, Mendicant.
What's going on
Yeah.
here? What am I looking at?
Ooh.
I'm going to blow this explanation. Do you? Because we've done a few iterations of this idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to take this one and see how
I'll do what I
terrible
think
you
is the
did?
current one.
Yeah.
And so this is
Gorgeous
As of
design.
right now.
amazing design.
It's
The
so
Mendicants are going to be a new enemy faction that
Oh.
we're in the works on, and I'm
Alrighty.
not going to do Sydney's Deep Lore justice
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she has some incredible lore.
I like
written
the
for
really
this, and,
corrupted ones of the old.
I'm going to paraphrase it, but basically the Ode corruption
Oh.
gains a form of sentience, and
Yes.
it kind of takes over old beings
Yep.
and gets a life of its own. So this is kind of like the corruption coming to life and taking over people.
Yes, so these are, and I kind of think of them as the ring race of the game,
Yep,
where
yep,
it's kind of these elder ghosts, and of course the seeping of the corruption has given them an opportunity to emerge that they never had before,
Yeah.
and wreak havoc amongst the world.
The hanging
Yeah.
book is so
The hanging
cool.
spell book
Yeah.
is
I like
incredible,
that.
yeah.
So they'll be
Yep.
using, I think, we've been calling them corruption benders, a
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah.
Avatar Bender style. But they will have a
Is that
form of
Avatar Field
magic
is the
that
game?
uses all that. You remember those the Moaner things that Sarah was destroying? They're creating this kind of toxic pollution, and they can
Yep.
use it in their spells.
And
I
then
think
yeah,
this specific one is going to be a scryer or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
cool.
Scryer.
Yep.
Onto something a little more handsome.
Oh, Steve snuck this in. I'm
Go
not
on,
sure.
Jeff did not
Come
want
on,
me to
sure
show
I
show
feel
it.
about
Hello. wow. Oh my God, who is this?
I like the armor.
There's Rebecca in the background.
We
So
have a fan club
gosh.
already. Yep.
Who is
right.
that?
This is I think
This is Josulfar.
Josafar, and it's Elisa's work.
This is Elisa's work. Yep.
Elisa's
Based
work.
on a Keith Thompson design.
Based on Keith
okay.
Thompson's
Yeah.
design. And we talked about this at TennoCon about the primeval envoys. So, and I did see a few questions.
what? What are they called? The
Prime
Evil?
Primeval.
Prime Evil?
Nope.
Prime?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Prime?
Nope. Not the same company at all. And so the primevals are the original envoys, the first sort of generation of them.
Oh.
And this is one of them. And when people were asking in chat a little bit, like, is there going to be a founders pack? Probably this is going to be how we kind of do that.
There's going to be a set of 3 based on kind of the lore of
Okay.
the game with the moon and the 2 suns.
Yep.
And yeah, should we talk a bit about what our plans are for?
With 1 minute left.
No, there's a big side. Maybe
That's
we'll tee that up for maybe next time we
November,
show
we'll
this.
see you in
We'll tee
November.
that
Dev
one up for the
Street
next one. Yeah.
3.
Joestar,
Yeah.
Josephars, I think someone just said.
Oh.
in the chat.
Josafar. And then something a little fun, whimsical event, perhaps, addition to the game.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
Why
Coming.
didn't I
Yeah.
find
You didn't see any
any?
pumpkins. Actually,
Yesterday I saw so many.
well, we
were
did
just-
change the spawn rate, maybe a little too
Maybe a
low.
little too aggro.
I need doing some stuff for the holidays. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
Poor
They
Dan.
weren't
getting
looking
yanked,
for
yeah.
pumpkins though.
Yeah.
He's always right. You guys gotta
Sneaking in
listen.
a quick Halloween event, right?
We have a little Halloween
Yeah.
event, and so there's a bit of sprout folklore for you to learn about the crone that hunts their children.
I like the mask.
In the harvest months, and so you'll be able to find some pumpkins, or sorry, winter squashes, and smash those, and they will give you the materials you need. And then there's a little effigy that's a little Blair Witchy. And if you find those and destroy those will give you the fragments. I don't know why I'm saying this. Usually we don't tell people how to find the secret
Yeah, it's
stuff.
fine.
Scott's so disappointed in me right now. But this will be a cool little helmet that you can
Oh.
Spooky season.
There
It's
you
spooky
go.
season.
Yeah, it's
Just
a
a
new,
little thing.
new cosmetic you'll get from Epcot.
All right,
There you go.
besties, we're gonna rapid fire some Q&A from our players. Are you ready?
Oof, okay.
I thought we were out of time.
No, it's fine. No, it's
Winter
fine.
squash.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Just lay it down there.
From Aqualus, will there be player trading?
Yes.
Wonderful. Steve Keogh, when can we play the Preludes in this fall? We already said that. It's going to be 2025.
We are not going to go full open
Correct.
when we thought,
But if you get a key.
but we are going to ramp up the number of keys. Anytime someone gets an invite, they're going to get 4 additional promo codes. We're going to give batches away to people as we move towards the next year.
Incredible. From Bone, will there be customization for packs, and are there material requirements for crafting each set final?
The material crafting isn't final. Yes, there is customization.
Yes.
Incredible.
Okay.
All right, my friends.
Yeah.
Let's give away another Soulframe Preludes keys and do our
On the Discord.
Join the Discord.
Yep.
Exclamation mark Discord.
Yep.
Great job, Sarah.
Sign up so that you get into the raffle for the random giveaways. No, we don't have any preferences for the people that are signed up. It's just random.
Oh, and these are my butterfly clips.
Oh,
Those are the
yeah, she was
butterfly
very
clips.
proud.
Because I
Yep,
got these in
All right, I think that's it. This video is gonna be kind of long, but the video was also long. So, got some important updates for the game, gameplay changes, Q&A, founders pack possibility. There's gonna be more next month as well. So we're gonna get another Soul Stream video. Well, next Soul Stream thing pops up. So, if you have any questions, leave in the comment section. I'll be having this video in the description. So if you don't watch me react to it and watch it, you can watch it yourself. And I'm very excited. Very excited. Got a lot of good stuff coming this year, and for the rest of this year and next year too. So yeah, it's gonna be great. And let me know what y'all think about this type of video. Should I, if we're gonna talk less or talk more, or talk afterwards, something like that. Some kind of feedback going on. But other than that, it's gonna be it. So take it easy.